Hi there, Aquarius. This is going to be a reading for you for whatever comes out. So it's just any random messages that want to come out. So for you, maybe this has to do with it could have to do with anything to do with your 12th house, and the 12th house deals with secrets, it deals with endings, it deals with it's a Pisces house, but it deals with the subconscious. Maybe you could be having a lot of subconscious messages out of nowhere. You're just, you know, popping out with like messages that just, you know, come up in your head randomly. And Aquarius, you're known for that. I mean, you usually get these insights like a lightning bolt. You could be having a lot of that going on as well. Maybe a lot of dreams. For another group of you, maybe you could be going through a lot of isolation. The 12th house also talks about isolation, or being in hospitals, or even like being in a prison, but isolation in general. It can mean a lot more things as well. It can also mean secrets, hidden secrets. It could have to do with you sacrificing yourself for others, because well, Pisces is sacrificial sometimes, but yeah, they can be a little like you're sacrificing a lot. Let's see. There could be a Leo that you're dealing with, or maybe you could be you could have a lot of maybe fire or Leo placements in your astrological chart. And let's see. Yeah, and also this 12th house, it deals with I was trying to look up more, because I know there is a lot more that goes into each house. So it's the house of service and humanity, of self transcendence. Maybe you could be going through a very spiritual awakening, or through endings of something. It talks about maybe retreats from the world, like isolation, like I said earlier. Or it's more like you can be dealing with a lot of unacknowledged or repressed parts of yourself that you just don't want to deal with. And that kind of makes sense. That makes sense that that the Two of Swords is here. Do you feel burdened about something? There is something that's burdening you, but there's things that you don't want to see. There's choices that you need to make, or you have had to make. And there's certain things about yourself, or I don't know if you're dealing with somebody with the fires, like a fire sign, like a Leo. Certain things that you don't want to see, that this person is making you see. And it's funny because Leo is a polar opposite to Aquarius. So when you're dealing with the polar opposite of signs, there's no way you can lie to each other, because you can see right through each other. So even if you're not wanting to see something, they're not wanting to see something, you can see right through them. And that's why there is so much triggers, and there's so many things that happen. It can be chaotic, but once you get over that, for some people it can just be too karmic, too much, and you should never have to put up with something that's unbearable. But for others, once you get over that, it can be the most beautiful, everlasting love that you could ever have, right? because you're dealing with your polar opposite, you know exactly what the person needs. They know exactly what you need. So maybe there was a lot of that going on with where you both were, maybe there was a lot of pride here with the Leo card here, that certain people just had a lot of ego, and another person was dealing with no ego. It can be vice versa, you know, it doesn't have to be you, but it could be the other person, or it could be you that was acting with a lot of ego and does not want to face certain things, and the other one had no ego, so had to just, you know, intake all the shaming or whatever the situation is, if it's work or whatever, personal, friends, family. But there is a sense that you maybe are trying to do more humanitarian services, or trying to service more in a humanitarian way, or you're being called to do that. So let's see what else comes out for you. Messages for Aquarius that they need to know. Any messages for Aquarius that they need to know that has to do with the 12th house and what they're not wanting to see, and maybe this Leo card. Any messages for Aquarius? Any messages for Aquarius? Yep, here we go. So we have the Seven of Swords. So there's something, there could be a sense of somebody just being sneaky about certain things. There is, maybe you feel liberated from, you know, all the sneakiness. You felt like maybe things weren't as truthful as you would have liked them to be. You felt like maybe somebody was just having a lot of tricks up their sleeve with this person. You know how she's hiding like certain things up her sleeve, a sword. Maybe there was a lot of sneakiness going on. And with the Messenger of Swords, there was a lot of, maybe there was a lot of research that you had to do, or maybe you were really curious of why this person was acting the way they were acting, right? And there were certain things that you didn't see that you see now. And with the Ten of Wands, it just led you to have like a whole lot of burdens. So that led maybe to an ending. And with the Hermit card here, there was maybe a lot of solitude, being alone, kind of introspecting and reflecting on things that have happened and why they're happening. And maybe you're at the place now where you're needing to seek guidance, or maybe looking for a source of somebody that is wise, seeking counsel, so you can find happiness. Or maybe this could be a message for some of you, that maybe you kind of going in and kind of self-reflecting can lead you, or maybe seeking help and going in and kind of self-reflecting on your whole situation, and maybe talking to somebody that is wiser, that has gone through things. It doesn't have to be a counselor, but somebody that you can trust, that has experience that you don't. Maybe that'll help you heal and go for, maybe there you'll find some kind of emotional fulfillment, something that will make you emotionally happy. I don't know if there was a lot of things that made you feel bound to this person or situation. But
you're ready to listen to the 𝓒𝓐𝓢𝓗 𝓐𝓟𝓟.
my son and Drake. But you feel liberated. You feel liberated now from all the stagnation that was going on here. You felt like you were caged in. There was a lot of toxicity here, a lot of sneakiness, but now you have come to the point where you're now at the point where you completed those cycles already, and you're ready to have a new journey, you know, start a new journey. You don't want to keep repeating the same cycles anymore. You feel free. You feel liberated now. You feel like you can rule the world. There's a lot of learned lessons that you've learned here. You wisened up. You're more mature now. You know what to do, what not to do. Maybe somebody around you feels like they're left out in the cold. Maybe this could be somebody that's seen you as their choice, but they're maybe not doing it much about it. They're just gonna stay like that in suspense. But you have new money coming in. Maybe there's a job opportunity that's gonna be coming in, and you're gonna be making some money here. And these burdens are gonna be gone with the Ten of Swords. These all these swords are gonna be coming off your back. You're gonna make money, and that is what I have for you. I hope you connect with this. Don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Bye.